Hi, I'm Steve Bittinger. I want to show you one of my favorite walks on Black Mountain, which is a hill right at the center of Canberra. Here is a Google Maps image of Black Mountain. You can see here at the top is the Telstra Tower on top of the mountain. And at the bottom of the mountain is the Australian National Botanic Gardens. The walk that I want to show you today makes a loop between these 2 points. The starting point for the walk is this little car park down here, just at the base of the mountain where the road goes up to the top. You park your car along the highway. There's just a bit of a gravel road here. And then a newly constructed trail leads from here through the forest, across several gullies, and to a newly constructed viewing platform in the National Botanic Gardens Bushland Precinct. From the viewing platform, there's a good view out across Lake Burley Griffin, which is here, and back toward the center of town. The trail then continues, not as good a trail, but the trail continues horizontally around the mountain, across 2 more gullies, to this ridge. And it picks up a fire trail at that ridge and climbs up the ridge to where it intersects the paved road. Crosses the paved road, goes on up the ridge, past a couple of sort of picnic areas. You can see some car parks here for the picnic areas. Then it contours around the side of the mountain and eventually intersects a ridge here with a paved trail, and the paved trail comes down this ridge, and meets up with the back door of the Botanic Gardens. Today we're taking a walk to the Australian National Botanic Gardens new Bushland Precinct. Although most people think of the National Botanic Gardens for all the formal garden, there's actually a big part of National Botanic Garden that's here on the side of Black Mountain. And they've just finished creating this new trail that goes a kilometer or so over to a nice lookout. The trail is well formed and makes it easy to enjoy this walk. Along the trail, there are many of these interpretive signs that help you appreciate the walk and the information that helps you enjoy the trail. Some of the plants alongside the trail have been marked in the way the Botanic Garden likes to do. There's some beautiful, massive trees here alongside the path. Here's another one of the excellent information displays. We're now up high enough that we can see Lake Burley Griffin below us. In the distance there is the fountain shooting off. So here we've reached the official lookout, and indeed you get a much better view of the Lake Burley Griffin and the fountain. Closest to us with that major arch there is the National Museum, and behind it the National Library, the High Court, and then far to the right is Parliament House. What did this lookout look like 100 years ago? And here's a comparison. The trail has now become more of a goat track alongside a very steep hillside. Now we've reached the fire trail that comes up the ridge. We'll follow this for 100 meters or so until we get to the paved road that goes to the top of Black Mountain. Now we've come to the main road to the top of Black Mountain. Now we've come to a little picnic area, or at least a little rest area. You get some view down toward Lake Burley Griffin from here, but it's still obscured by the trees. There's a little path that circles the mountains, mostly level at this point, with several little benches and fences. We get a bit more clear view down to Lake Burley Griffin from this little viewing platform. Now the trail is just a rough track through the trees, going mostly level. Here's still another one of these little display boards, information board, that the Botanic Garden has put together. Now we've reached the far ridge and we're heading down the main trail from the summit leading to the back door of the Botanic Gardens. Very open forest. Here we are at the Black Mountain Gate. This is the back door to get into the Botanic Gardens. Now we've reached a little cafe near the entrance to the Botanic Gardens, a lovely place to stop for a cup of coffee. And here we are at the end of our walk. Thanks for coming with me on this loop walk around Black Mountain and the National Botanic Gardens. I especially like this walk because you can start out in the morning and come to the back gate of the Botanic Gardens at about 9:30 when they open, and then go to the cafe and have a cup of coffee or even have breakfast if you feel like it. Good luck for your walk.